So in this video, we're going to model a wall based on a photograph. So starting with your default file, you can go ahead and just delete the cube. So first you just want to make sure that you have import images as planes turned on. So go to edit, choose preferences, and then in the add-ons section, go ahead and search, do image, and you should see import export images as planes. Make sure that is checked. And then we'll go up to add, image, images as planes. You're going to drill down and find the image you want to use. We're going to use this one right here that I got from textures.com for free. Import that, and then let's go up into the rendered view so we can actually see our image. Now you see it's sort of flickering like this, so we want to do some stuff real quick in the material. And so if you go down here and you turn this to opaque, so what we're going to do here is just basically slice into this image and then extrude some things in order to build out the three-dimensionality of this wall right here. We just want this piece basically with these nice beams and then the sort of slats here that look really cool. I think this could be great for like the interior of an inn if you're doing like a fantasy themed kind of render. And then we just want to go into edit mode with the tab and go over and choose the loop cut. And we just want to put in a bunch of loop cuts that are going to then match up with the geometry of the image. So I'm going to put the bottom down here so we get a little bit of this stone, but we don't want the grass because I think I'm going to use this as an interior for something else. So I'll just drop that one right there. So obviously I chose this image because it is very sort of flat on in its perspective, so that all of the lines in it are sort of horizontal and vertical, very few diagonals. Okay, so now we've got all of those in. We're going to switch over to the knife tool and we're going to cut in these diagonals here. So I think I'll do this as two separate cuts. So we're going to do this one down to here, space bar to accept, and then we'll do this one separately, space bar to accept, and I think that'll work for us. And we're going to do the same thing with these other ones. Okay, I think that'll do it for those. All right, so that's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and get rid of all the stuff that we don't want, and then we'll extrude things that we do want. So going into the face select, I'm just going to click away, hit the C, make it real big, and we're just going to take everything that is sort of outside of this piece here. Alright, delete faces. Alright, grab all of the stuff that we want to extrude. So I'm going to control select. Okay, and then E on the keyboard to extrude. Escape will cancel the free transform, and then I like to use the actual transform gizmo to pull that out. That looks pretty good. Might be a little bit much. Bring it back just a bit. So something like that. And then I think this bottom rocky bit, this should come out more. Bit too much. That's better. So the idea is we want to be able to get this so that there's sort of response to the light. Now there are baked in shadows on the texture, so let's fix that, and then we'll also fix up these edges here, because the spots where we extruded the new geometry just got sort of a stretched edge of the actual texture. So we can clean all that up, and then I think we'll be good to go. But anywhere that you see a shadow, we just need to adjust that so that there isn't a shadow on our model. So we want to go into UV editing, and then frame up, and switch this over to the shaded mode. And now we're going to just clean up the UVs on this. Okay, so now that we've got that all tidied up, we want to get these extruded pieces here. And then you just want to find a spot on your image. All right, and so there we go. Textures are now adjusted. Go into the edge mode. Choose one of these back edges here, just around the perimeter, and then go to select loops. Choose edge loop, and that should give you the entire loop around here. Hit 1 on the keyboard to go into the front view, and then just pull that out just a little bit. We don't want it to be too much because it's going to stretch our texture, but we want it to just be a little bit. And then hit A on the keyboard to select everything, and you're going to move everything back so that the edge is once again right on that Z axis there, that blue line down the middle. We want the back of our wall to be right there, because now when we go over to the modifiers tab, add modifier, choose mirror, turn off X, turn on Z, and we might need to adjust the merge distance just a little bit. And if you turn on clipping, then it'll actually just keep it there. And now we have ourselves a wall. As you can see, we've got some light leaking through, and the pivot point's not in the best place. So we're going to make some slight adjustments here. And we're just going to move this up so that the bottom of the wall is in line with that green y-axis there. So the pivot point there is right at the bottom of the wall, so that when we scale it, it'll just scale up, and the base of the wall will remain on the floor. Now if we look at the back of the wall, we should see there shouldn't be any light leaks now. So that's why it was sort of reacting that way, because it was a little too small as far as the geometry goes. The shadows are no longer baked into the texture there, so we can position our light wherever we like and get a different shadow from the pillars. So there you go. From this simple technique here, you can build out some three-dimensional walls just from some photographs. If you enjoyed this tutorial, I have other tutorials in the works, so hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on them. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Cheers.